Well, welcome to COP28. I'm Landon Derentz. I'm the Senior Director of the Atlantic Council Global Energy Center, and I'm here at the Global Decarbonization Accelerator, a pavilion and energy transition hub of the COP. Really excited to advance and think through how we can use the energy system of today and advance it to the energy system of the future we're striving for. And to do that, we're engaging with world leaders, with executives and thought leaders across the space to make sure we have a sense of how we can engage constructively in the climate agenda and climate action. To do that today, I'm joined by Fernando Gonzalez, who is the CEO of CEMEX. Obviously, we think a lot about mitigation, adaptation. We think about the energy we're producing through renewables and nuclear, fossil energy. But, ultimately, the world has the glue that keeps it together. And certainly the cement industry is a key part of that. So welcome. Really happy to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
How has your experience so far gone at the COP?
It's been great. I mean, it's a very interesting and really in context on many people involved are interested on finding ways to decarbonize our economy, and it's a great opportunity for us and for others who participate and to share ideas and to share commitments and to try to build alliances. Mm-hmm. Most of the issues that we need to go through to really cover our challenges have to be done through alliances.
Sure.
There is not that much you can do by yourself. You have to build together with other institutions and organizations. The type of process you have to go through. So it was a great opportunity.
Well, the heavy emitter sector, the industry that really keeps our economies going, gets a lot of attention. And yesterday was a Global Decarbonization Accelerator announcement by the COP. CEMEX is a part of that. What's your impression and what are you hoping to see from that initiative going forward, not just here, but in the coming years?
Well, again, I think my expectation is that, the cement and ready-mix industry can tell its story clearer and better. I think the industry itself is one of the contributors to CO2 generation. It's between 7 and 8%. But we believe that our products are essential to society and for economic development. And we believe that our industry can transform, continue producing these products without generating CO2.
Well, since the Paris Agreement, I think there's been an abundance of both national and corporate commitments to thinking through what a net zero future for it looks like, right? And I know CEMEX is engaged in trying to cut its emissions. How are you going about achieving that?
Well, it's simple and complicated at the same time, but try to summarize, we have committed already to net zero by 2050 and committed to the 1.5 degree scenario. Mm-hmm. We've been already certified by SBTi. So even our targets by 2030 are aligned to the idea of us reducing our CO2 emissions enough to comply with the requirements of the 1.5 degree scenario. And there are a number of let's say, a number of levers that we are developing. Mm-hmm. There is no one, there is not a single bullet type of solution. There are many actions taken. In the case of the cement industry in particular, the decarbonization is not only about energy. Mm-hmm. In fact, energy produces 40% of the CO2 generated by cement. The other 60% is produced by the chemical reaction of the raw materials. So it tends to be a sort of a complex issue or different for other industries. But again, I think by now we've already found solutions. So we are sure that the transition towards net zero is fully feasible. And the industry as a whole, it's already moved forward. In the case of CEMEX, we are moving forward in this process. And after making serious commitments in the last 3 years, I think we are very happy because we can demonstrate that we are walking the path. The last 3 years, we have reduced our CO2 emissions per ton of cement by 12%, which is what, before we started with this new strategy and momentum, it was took us like 15 years to achieve. And we think we can keep this pace to continue reducing in total up close to 50% of CO2 generation by 20.
That acceleration is actually quite inspiring, and thinking about the pace of change.
Indeed.
How important is innovation then to the future of the industry?
Well, it is very important, and it will be even more because there are solutions, technical solutions to be, let's say, mature from now to 2030 or even further. So, for instance, we have tried to use successfully at a laboratory
Right.
to produce cement with solar energy directly. And for the first time, a partner of us, St. Helium, managed to produce 1,500 Celsius solar energy. So, and there are...
Is that concentrated or PV?
Pardon?
Is it photovoltaic or direct?
Directly produced in a small furnace. Again, it's a sort of a laboratory.
Yeah.
It's very
Exciting.
But it is exciting because, it's the first time that you can produce these high temperatures through solar energy. So innovation is very important. It will continue even more. But at the same time, I would like to put at the side of innovation the relevance of public policy. There are certain policies that might impact industry as a whole, not necessarily only us. And they are very relevant. And what makes them relevant is that we need some certain policies to be better aligned to the concept of a circular economy. If we continue, landfilling waste and things like that, it will be very challenging to really get to net zero.
Well, I think this one. Sure, please.
We can use waste as a fuel, fully, 100%. We can produce cement using the waste from your home or mine, as simple as that. But we need the public policies in order for the value embedded in waste to be recovered.
Well, we're here in Dubai, and I think the circular carbon economy, is actually quite something that's embraced in the region. Do you see leadership in that space coming? Examples?
I think that in the last 2 or 3 years, I think there is a new momentum on climate change and actions needed to deal. And I see more and more focus in how to align certain policies to the ideals. Again, if we don't manage to get to some extent to align our public policy to circularity, it's going to be very challenging. And I see much more focus and much more will in trying to do others.
So as we continue through this COP and we wrap up here in Dubai, what more are you looking to see actioned and changed? Is a policy outlook and maybe one of the key facets of what we hope to achieve in Dubai?
I think in general, we know that what we are doing in general is still not enough. So what is it that I would like to see? I would like for this momentum to continue and to invite and to incentivize governments as public as well as private organizations to accelerate. The idea is to accelerate. We are doing interesting things and we are in the right direction.
Sure.
We just need to go deeper and faster. So something has to happen, or I'm expecting for something to happen after this COP. These efforts to accelerate, do a better job on.
Well, you can count on the Atlantic Council looking to help keep the acceleration going with you alongside CEMEX. Fernando, really appreciate you taking the time today to join us, and I hope it's a very fruitful COP for you. Good luck here on the ground in Dubai.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
Thanks. All right.